Welcome, my constant reader friends. I'm Tad, and this is Tad Reads Books and Stuff. Except this is going to be a special video where I'm going to show off my top 10 slash 15 favorite albums released in 2023. This is the end of the year. This is December 31st. This is New Year's Eve. So, last video for 2023. I'm excited. Let me just give the rules a little bit. I'm going to basically give you my favorite 10 records that were released this year in 2023. Now these records, the criteria to make my list is I have to own them. I have to own them on vinyl. And they have to not be, like a remaster or a re-release of an old record that's been released before. Now, they can quite possibly have older songs that maybe have never been released before. That could still fit in the criteria. But I'm going to try to keep it down to just albums. So that's why I actually have 15 instead of 10. Because the 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15th album were albums that either just barely didn't make the cut in the top 10 or don't fit in the criteria, but they're so damn good I have to talk about them. So let's get started, all right? The top 5, 15 through 11, are in no particular order. So let's just start off with the first one. And this one is Ghost. Yeah, this is Phantomime. Now, this doesn't meet the criteria because it's a all covers album. So no original material at all on this one, but it's fantastic. So let me tell you about it a little bit. This is a 5-song EP as well. It's not a full album. It's considered an EP. And it was released on May 19th of this year by Loma Vista Recordings. Now, this is their 3rd EP that they've released. And like I said, this is all cover songs. This is all songs by other bands. So I'm just going to just let you know what they are. The first song is See No Evil by Television. Really great song, really cool band. If you've never heard of Television, check them out. Number 2 is Jesus, He Knows Me by Genesis. Everybody knows Genesis, and beautiful progressive rock band. Number 3 is Hanging Around by The Stranglers. I've totally forgotten about this song. The Stranglers is a band, I guess, that was kind of totally forgotten. I don't know a lot of people who would say that the Stranglers are their favorite band of all time, or even know of the Stranglers, but this song was really good, and I'm glad they did a cover of it. The 4th one is Phantom of the Opera by Iron Maiden. And last but not least is We Don't Need Another Hero by Tina Turner. This, as we know, Tina passed away this year, and this was their tribute to her. If you have never heard of Ghost, or you're never interested in buying an EP of cover songs, just this single song, We Don't Need Another Hero, is worth the admission price of this album. It's fantastic. It's an amazing job they did in tribute of Tina Turner. I've been a huge Tina Turner fan since when I was a kid. Yeah, when I used to see her dancing with that little shimmy. Never mind. We're not going to talk about Tina Turner. But anyways, love this album. Love, love, love it. It had to be. I had to talk about it. The album's cool. It's got a gold marble to it. Really nice. Beautiful. Hope you can see that. I've got it in my plastic. Just a single album. I'll show you the back. Take my notes off here. That's the back of the cover. Awesome album. All right, On to the next one. Hurry up, Ted. Now, this one is really cool. I had just bought a box online of albums. It just said, you know, it was like a grab bag. You know, you don't really know what's in it. And it was really cheap. So I grabbed it, and this record was in it. Do any of you know this? Heavy Manners. Politics and Pleasure is the name of the album. By Disturbing Records. This is not the record we're talking about. I just wanted to show this one because it came in that box. It was dirty as hell. I cleaned it up, and it's awesome. It's this punk, ska, you know, new age type of music. And the lead singer is this young lady right here. And that's why I'm showing it, is because that's my next album. It is Kate Fagan. And this is awesome. I got that. I fell in love with it. And then I'm looking on Bandcamp one day, and they say this new album by Kate Fagan. And I'm like, holy crap, that's a girl I just discovered. So let me give you the numbers. Kate Fagan. It's called I Don't Want to Be Too Cool. It was released February 24th of this year by Captured Tracks. Now this is, like the other one, it's post-punk, new wave, some ska, some essence of ska in here. And if you don't know who she is, look her up. She's really, really cool, really important in the punk scene back in Chicago back in the day. She started in New York City as a fashion designer, and then picked up a bass, and you know, she was like she was like the mother of punk at the time. If bands came through and needed a place to stay, you know, she gave them a place to stay. Great record. And it doesn't really fit because it is a re-release of some records. It was originally, a couple songs on this were originally released on a 7-inch, and this is a remastered version of that 7-inch with an additional 4 previously unreleased songs. In total, 8 songs, and my favorites are I Don't Want to Be Too Cool, Come Over, Cover It Up, Take Your Chances, really fun, and Say It. Yeah, you don't have to buy the album, of course. I got it on Bandcamp, but go ahead and get it if you can, or stream it, of course. And it's just a single album. It's really cool. The record is clear. Really nice, clear record. I don't know why I can't do this. Kind of a little smoky, not perfectly clear record, but man, it just reminded me of the 80s, you know, and that time period of my life when I was just getting into this new age post-punk ska type of music. Really fun. If you just, you know, you had a bad day at work, come home, put on that album, and it'll make you smile. All right, next one. This one, some of you might think is different from me, but it's Taylor Swift. I got this a record store day, and what this is Folklore, but it's the Long Pond Studios sessions. So this would be, actually Folklore was Taylor Swift's 8th studio album, but this is the Long Pond Studio Sessions. So it's not what you originally heard on Folklore when it first came out. All the pre and post production and things like that. It's very pure. It's just them sitting in the studio playing their instruments, and she's singing the songs. I loved it. It's a double album, 17 songs. It was released on April 23rd and by Republic Records. And again, the original Folklore was her 8th studio album. So, what are my favorite songs on this? I loved The Eye, of course, Cardigan, The Last Great American Dynasty, those are the first 3 songs on the first side of the first record. August is great. Illicit, Affairs, awesome. Mad Women and Betty were my favorites. If you're a Taylor Swift fan, you know she kind of has different themes depending on the album that she's doing. This one's kind of melancholy, kind of haunting, but beautiful. I mean, good is good. That's what I always say. So that's Taylor Swift. Here's the back of the record, and the records themselves are cool. They're gray, like this flat gray. Of course, there's 2 of them. Man, I'm dropping everything. There's 2 of them here. Both sides, same color. No splatter or anything like that. Just gray in my version anyways. And I got it for Record Store Day this past April. Awesome. I originally had bought it because I thought that my my girlfriend's daughter is a huge Taylor Swift fan. And I buy it for her and I bring it home and she's like, oh, I already have it. So I said, okay, I guess I'm going to have it then. And I started playing it, and I really hadn't listened to Taylor Swift before, and it's awesome. Now I own like 6 Taylor Swift albums. Yeah, it's real. Hey, good is good. Next, I got to talk about this person here. This was an amazing record for me. Almost made it on my top 10. This one could have. I mean, those other ones really didn't fit the criteria, but this is a brand new album. If you don't know who this is Sam Smith. This is Gloria. This was a single record with 15 tracks on it. Some of the tracks are only like, I don't know, a couple seconds long, just, you know, filler, musical interludes between songs, if you will. So this was released on January 27th by Republic Records. This is Sam Smith's 4th studio album, and it's fantastic. It's bluesy, jazzy. It's got like pop rock sensibilities in it. It's got R&B. It's got gospel. It's got dance music. I mean, everything. This guy, I don't know. I normally, again, wouldn't have probably bought this. I bought this for my girlfriend. I played it and I was blown away. This guy could sing the phone book. Amazing, amazing, talented person. My favorite songs on here are Love Me More, Heavenly Sent is really good. How to Cry, very touching. Who We Love, and that features Ed Sheeran is on this with him. And just an amazing, amazing talented person. I'll show you the back. Nice gold foil in it. And the inside cover. There's Sam. Man, what a record. This almost made my top 10. It barely didn't because 2 latecomers pushed him out. And this is a pure, clear record. Hopefully you can see that. Really cool. These clear records, when they play on my turntable, are kind of weird me out sometimes because it looks like they're not even turning. It's kind of weird, but all right. So that's Sam Smith. One more, and then we're going to start our top 10. This one, man, I bought this one when it came out. I had to. It'd been a while, mainly because I really didn't like their last album. I got it. I started playing it, and I played it through the first time, and I was like, oh no. Oh no. But I don't know if I've mentioned this before in any of my videos. What I do whenever I get a new album that I have never heard before, I will play it 5 times. 5 times at least, straight through, front to back, before I try to make a judgment on it, a decision on it. I did that with this album. I played it the first time and I was kind of, oh no. I played it the second time and it started like, already I was like, okay, maybe I see what they're doing here. Third time, I just really started liking it. By the fourth time, I loved it. Fifth time, now I can't stop playing it. It kind of is like a workout record for me, or a record like if I'm going to go mow the lawn, I throw it on, so I can listen while I'm mowing the lawn. But that is, yeah, 72 Seasons by Metallica. I love it. It just recently got pushed out of the top 10. It was going to be in my top 10. And I've seen a lot of people online talk about this, saying almost the same thing I did. Didn't like it at first, but then it grew on them, and then they finally were like, yeah, this is a really decent album. Let me give you the numbers. So this is a double record, and it's got 12 tracks over the two records, and it was released on April 14th. And this is released by their own label, Blackened. It's their 11th studio album. So much better than Hardwired to Self-Destruction, which was their prior record to this, which I just did not like at all. And I mean, even since Loaded and Reloaded, I haven't really liked Metallica that much. Up into Black, I love them, but this kind of brings me back into the fold a little bit. Really, really cool record. Let's see here. The one thing I want to say about it is, and I've heard some other people say this too, this is pretty progressive. I dare say it's more progressive metal than thrash metal. I might get some pushback from that, but there's a lot of progressive, even going all the way back to Master of Puppets. If you listen to some of the, guitar solos and instrumental pieces in their records, they're pretty progressive. And that's one of the things I love about them. I love thrash, but I love progressive metal as well. So what are my favorite ones on this? Right off the bat, Screaming Suicide is cool. Sleep Walk My Life Away, good song. Lux Eterna. I mean, Lux Eterna will get you singing. I mean, it's just got a catchy riff and chorus line to it. Crown of Barbed Wire, and I forgive me if I say this wrong, Inamorata is the last song on the last disc. Really, really cool. There's a lot. Metallica is one of those bands that people love to hate now, but really good effort by the boys here. There's the back, the front, the inside. The inside's cool. It's got this cutout it's 72, so you can see the sleeve has the pictures of the guys. You can put it in there however you want, and so you can, when you open it up, you can look at whomever you want in the band. The other thing that I kind of don't like about it is, my version anyways, is this blood red. Let me see here. 2 records. So let me put this aside. And it's blood red with this black, I don't know if you can really see it well, with this black marbling in it. And I just wish it fit the whole rest of the theme of the record. If it was yellow with black, it'd be cool. Like a cut line, yellow, black, harshness, I think would have been better. That's my only real complaint of the record. Maybe some of the songs being too long, people have complained about that, but Metallica has had long songs since they began. All right, there's the 5 that didn't make it into my top 10, but I really wanted to talk about. Let's start the top 10. All right, coming in at number 10. Yeah, this is kind of exciting for me. Mammoth, WVH, number 2. The second record by, of course, Wolfgang Van Halen. Mammoth, if you know or don't know, Mammoth was the original name of Van Halen when they started out, before they became Van Halen. And now this, Wolfgang's band is Mammoth WVH for Wolfgang Van Halen. And this is his second album. This was released, let me see here, it's a single record. There are 10 tracks over the, both sides. And it was released on August 4th by BMG. This is, of course, his second studio album. And if you have heard any of it before, he does everything. He plays everything. Guitars, bass, drums, sings, writes, lyrics, everything. He did it on his first record and the second one. And it's guitar driven, of course. Just good old rock and roll. Really, really good rock music. His voice, his singing is great. Lyrics are awesome. The guitar lines, it's not a Van Halen clone, although every once in a while you can hear a little pastiche or something to his dad, Eddie, in there sometimes with the finger tapping and stuff. But it's his own stuff. It's his own music. Of course, Eddie passed away. Eddie was able to hear his first album and the second one. Now he is touring with the band, and I am so thrilled. I'm going to be seeing him this upcoming year. I'm going to Welcome to Rockville. It's a 4-day festival in Daytona Speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida. And I will be going, and Mammoth will be playing there. I can't wait to see them. My favorite songs on here are Miles Above Me, Take a Bow, also I'm All Right, Erase Me is really cool, and then the last one is Waiting. Now, if you want to hear a song and it makes you cry, Waiting is amazing. He says, I'll be waiting for you. It's like his father saying, I'll be waiting for you. Really cool. On the back here, it's pretty interesting. Can I find it? I hope I can find it here real quick. But he says, art design by Chuck Breckman and Patrick Uncle Pat Bertinelli. And he also played like clarinet on here or something on one part. So his Uncle Pat, I know his father was Eddie Van Halen, his mother was Valerie Bertinelli. Yes, a heartthrob, dream woman of mine when I was a kid. But anyways, his Uncle Pat played on here and helped with the art design. I just thought that was kind of interesting. Here's the front of the album cover. Here's the back. There's a cool picture of Wolfie in the gatefold. It's really cool there. It's this awesome color. Check this out. Look at this kind of pinkish purple. Really cool album. Just another good straight up guitar driven rock and roll. And I didn't know when I bought it, it came with this picture and it's autographed. Can't beat that. I've got an autographed picture of Wolfie. So I'll have to put that in a frame or something to put it on my wall. I can't wait to see them this year. Exciting. All right, that was number 10. On to number 9. Number 9. This was in my top 10 from the first listen. Yep, Gorillaz. I love Gorillaz. Another band that I had bought Plastic Beach when it first came out on CD for my son. And he was young at the time, and I wanted to listen to it first to make sure, it was appropriate for my son, even though I'm not that strict about that kind of stuff anyways. But I played it, and I was like, holy crap, this band is awesome. And I've been a fan ever since. So I got this right when it came out. So this is Cracker Island by Gorillaz. It's a single record with 10 tracks on it. And if you know anything about Gorillaz, their music, there's a lot of guest, artists on here. On almost every song. Not everyone, but almost every song. It was released February 24th by Parlophone and Warner Brothers. 8th studio album for the Gorillaz, or Gorillas, don't say the Gorillas. And like I said, full of guests. So what are my favorite songs on here? The first one, Cracker Island, is awesome. And that's featuring Thundercat. And then Oil is another great song. That's features Stevie Nicks. Really cool. Silent Running. That features Adlai Omateo. And that's awesome. Baby Queen, Possession Island. So Possession Island features Beck. And I could tell you a story. I've had an encounter with Beck, spent some time with him, and I can't tell you the story because I probably would be sued, so we're not going to go there. But suffice it to say, I had some fun with Beck. Anyways, this is Cracker Island. It's a single record. Really cool. Wait till you see this. Look at this pink. Holy crap. That is pink. Woo! It's beautiful. I don't know. I love all these colored vinyls now. Yeah, that's Cracker Island. Loved it. All right, let's keep moving. That was number 9, right? So now we're on to number 8. And so this is one of the ones that kicked out Metallica, 72 Seasons, because I discovered them a little bit later in the year by watching another vinyl community channel that talked about this band. And I listened to it and I was blown away. And that's Ne Obliviscaris. This is a cool ass cover. Ne Obliviscaris is a heavy metal band. They're progressive metal. All right. And the really cool thing, well, let me give you the numbers first, like I normally do. Ne Obliviscaris actually means forget not in Latin. And the title of this record is called Exul. And it's a double record. There's only 6 tracks. It's progressive metal, so you're talking 12-minute, 15-minute songs, but really, really good. It was released March 24th by Seasons of Mist. It is their 4th studio album. And I had to go now, and I've just become obsessed with them. And I've listened to all of them. I have to buy them all, but I can't even get them on vinyl, all of them. So, but we will, if I can help it. All right, so this is progressive metal, and the thing that I really like about it is it has both clean and dirty vocals. So they have 2 vocalists. They have a guy who sings beautifully, you know, almost operatic at times, but he also plays the violin, he plays a viola, he plays the keyboards with the band, and he does the clean singing. Then they have the dirty singing, and if you know what I mean by that, that's like growling where you can most of the time not even understand the words they're saying. But that juxtaposition with the beautiful progressive metal of the guitars and the drum, the double kick on the drum is crazy. Just fills it. It's like going to the theater, you know, watching an opera or something. It's beautiful. And my problem with it is I loved every song on here. There's only 6, but I'll give you if I have to, I'll give you my favorites here. Equus is one of my favorites. Suspire and Graal or Grail. I don't know how to explain it more if you've never experienced progressive metal, which some of my viewers maybe haven't. Give it a try. See what you think. Beautiful production on this. Here's the cover. Here's the inside of the gatefold. And the records are just black vinyl. I'll pull them out. 2 of them. Exul is the name of the album. Ne Obliviscaris is the band. Give them a chance if you've never tried progressive metal. please. Awesome, awesome band. All right, what's next? We've got number 7. Number 7. Okay, so what do I say about number 7? Number 7, this band's been around for a while. At first, I was afraid that I wasn't going to be having a lot of newer bands this year because so many bands have been around for 10, 20, 30 years release new material this year, and a lot of it was good. A lot of it wasn't. A lot of you, I know you're going to say that the new Alice Cooper record was awesome. I didn't like it. It's just me. The new Foo Fighters, everyone's saying, is maybe one of the best rock and roll albums in the past 10 years. No, that Mammoth is much better than the new Foo Fighters. I didn't like it. It sounded just like every other Foo Fighters. You know, well, first 4 albums were great, and then after that, they all sound the same to me. So I don't know, but I love David Grohl. I'm not saying anything about David Grohl, so don't get down on me. But this is another one of those bands that have been around forever. The Damned. Yeah, this is number 7 of my top 10 records, and it almost was on there, like Gorillaz, from the first that I played it. I loved it. I'm an old The Damned fan. If you're not familiar with The Damned, let me get the numbers out of the way. It's a single record with 12 tracks. It was released on April 28th by Ear Music and Adele. This is their 12th studio album. Yeah, they've been around. 12 studio albums, but they've been around since the 70s. I mean, what are they if you're not familiar with them? They call them goth punk, you know, or they've got an edge of rockabilly in them, you know, kind of that horror punk stuff. They put on a great show. They're really cool. But this record is just like, you know, their old stuff. It jumps off the record. It's really cool how the guitar and the keyboards and his voice is amazing. And every song, it just makes you smile. My girlfriend's daughter, the one I bought the Taylor Swift album for, I was playing this, and she walked in the room, she was like, "What's this? This is awesome." She had never heard of it before, but yeah, it's The Damned. So the cool thing about this record was I ordered this record, and it was delayed and delayed and delayed. And I knew that it was on a special release. I got the special release, and it came with a slip mat for my turntable. This is really cool. Woo, psychedelic. Yeah, goes perfect with my theme that I've done to my turntable. So that was cool. It came with a slip mat, but what I didn't know it came with was this like poster, and again, it's autographed. The guy signed it. It didn't say that I was going to get this when I ordered it, but it was there. That's freaking awesome. I'm going to definitely frame that and put that on my wall. Okay, what are my favorite songs for this album? We've got The Invisible Man. Starts right off with The Invisible Man. Really cool song. Gets you right in it. You know, it's got a cool beat. Beware of the Clown. Funny. They're funny. They're theatrical. You're going to love it if you've never listened to them. Wake the Dead, another great song. Follow Me, Motorcycle Man. Oh, you'll be my motorcycle girl. I'll be your motorcycle man. Awesome. From Your Lips and Roderick. You'll see as I'm getting more down the line to my favorite songs, there's more and more, favorite albums, there's more and more of my favorite songs on them. That's why they're my favorite albums, because there's so many good songs on each of these. So, yeah, this is awesome. Let me show you the colors on this are great. Check that out. It's a gatefold, of course. It's called Darkadelic. The Damned Darkadelic. Oh, it's cool as hell. And the record is clear, but not perfectly clear. It's almost got like a bluish, there's kind of like a swirl in here, like almost like it's rain clouds or something. Really cool. Looks great on the turntable and sounds great, of course. Yeah, that's the Damned Darkadelic. All right, we're down to number 6. And this one, well, I'm not going to do any preamble. Yeah, it's Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus, Endless Summer Vacation. What an awesome record. Now, let it just be known from the beginning, I am a Miley Cyrus fan. I know I love my metal, my alternative, my hard rock, but like I said, good is good, and this girl is a rock star. This girl is amazing. The songs on here are awesome. Jeez. Well, let me get the numbers out of the way. It's a single record with 12 tracks on it. It was released on March 10th by Columbia, and it's her 8th studio album, and it's fantastic. I don't know what else to say about it. It's got everything. It's got rock, pop, they call it alt pop or alternative pop. It's got dance music. It's got everything, all kinds of genres. Her voice is, again, amazing. I mean, I know she's awful theatrical, and her stage presence can be quite bizarre at times, but you can't deny that she's one of the best entertainers out there right now. I'll put her up there. I know she doesn't make the money that Taylor Swift is making right now, but I'll put her up there with Taylor Swift any day of the week. What are my favorite songs on here? Flowers, right off the top. Flowers, Jaded is probably my favorite song. Rose-Colored Lenses. Those are the first 3 songs on the first side. Just smack you in the face and say, I'm here. Awesome. Violet Chemistry. What else here? Wild Card. And then Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is the last song, and it's in tribute to her grandmother. Her grandmother had recently passed away. Another one, man. Read the lyrics and listen to this song and tell me you don't start crying. But awesome record. If you haven't listened to it, definitely at least stream it. Stream the whole record. She does a cool thing on here where the first side is AM, songs for the daytime, and then the second half is called PM, or songs for the nighttime. And I love when artists do that, really pay attention to the order that the songs are. I mean, they used to do it more often, I think, than they did, during the CD age, because CDs you could just jump around. But I think they're getting back into it, and I really appreciate the effort that she put into making it that type of experience when you listen to it. So listen to the whole album from beginning to end. There's the cover. Here's the gatefold. And I'm not showing you everything that came with all these records. I don't even know if I can show you what came with this, but a full-size poster of Miley Cyrus in her sexiest self, I'll say. Yeah, yeah, you can tell. I wish I was a younger man, because I would be in love with Miley Cyrus. Awesome record. Where's the record? Did I show the record? I don't have it here. Oh, probably because she's playing it. No, I don't have it. All right, so we're down to the bottom 5, and these ones are definitely my favorite. Probably 2, 3, 4, and 5 could interchange, take place, swap place with each other. Number 1 is number 1, and you all might already even know what that is. But let's get it. Number 5. All right, here we are. Number 5. Yeah, this one is another one that bumped a Metallica 2 seasons, and Sam Smith out of the top 10. I don't know if any people who watch my videos will even know this band or ever heard of them at all. Because even I had never heard of this band until October. And this is Church of Misery. Let me just get the numbers out of the way. So Church of Misery, Born Under a Mad Sign. This is a double album, but there's only 7 tracks between the 2 albums. The 4th side of the second album is just a pixelated picture of actually this guy here on it. So there's nothing on the 4th side of the second album record itself. It was released June 16th. I didn't hear it until October. Again, watching another YouTube channel, someone mentioned it. I looked it up, I played it, and it smacked me in the face. And I haven't been able to stop playing it. I'm totally obsessed with this band now. I've gone back and listened to all their stuff. I'm gonna have to get it, get them all in record form. They're from Japan. This is a doom metal, sludge, stoner rock band. Like I said, from Japan. Now, they've gone through several changes of members of the band, musicians in the band. They're currently back with what I think is their best lineup for this album. They brought back one of the older singers and guitar players, but this really is Tatsu Mikami's band. This is his baby. He's the bass player. He's the only member, of course, of the band that's been, constantly in the band from the beginning. He writes all the songs. It's really his band, and he gets other people to play in it, but the current lineup is great. What is it? It's doom. Like, if you are a Black Sabbath fan, but I'm talking the first 4 albums, right? The first 4 albums, the holy grail of metal, the inventors of metal, some people say, even though others will say MC5. But the beginning with Ozzy Osbourne as the singer, Tony Iommi playing guitar, that's what this is, but on steroids, and I'm going to say better. A lot of people say that all doom metal is just trying to copy Black Sabbath. There's, what do they say? There's, so many imitators, but no, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. These guys, if you like Black Sabbath, those first 4 albums, you cannot deny this band. They are fantastic. Again, a little bit more on steroids, a little harsher. The vocals are harsh. You are not going to be able to understand most of the words in it. It's very harsh. But the guitar and the bass work. This dude, he plays a Rickenbacker bass with extra long neck, and he slings it lower than anybody I've ever seen. He basically, it almost touches the ground when he's playing it, and he's basically just playing the neck. It's crazy. It's amazing. Bombastic, in your face. I mean, droning. And what is it too? It's all about serial killers. All the records are about serial killers. Now, they always do a cover. So there's one song in here that's a cover. Now, 1, 2, 3, all the songs are great. So I can't, if I have to say what are my favorite ones, I'm going to say every song. Every song on here is cool, but let me just run it down for you real quick. The first song, Beltway Sniper, is awesome. And a lot of times they'll have like, sound bites before the songs of a newscaster talking about it or whatever, something like that. It's pretty cool. The first one's called Beltway Sniper. If you're my age, you know who the Beltway Sniper was. John Allen Muhammad. That's the first song. The second song is Most Evil, and that's about Fritz Harman, and that's Fritz right here. Oh my God, what a sadistic piece of crap this guy was. You want to look up some crazy serial killer crap, look up Fritz Herrmann. Holy crap. Of course, his face is on the front of the album. Next one's Freeway Madness Boogie. That's about Randy Kraft. And then you've got Murder Castle Blues, H.H. Holmes. Look that up. H.H. Holmes was really cool. Built this cat, you know, what was it? Horror. What was that horror show? Did kind of one of their seasons was kind of about H.H. Holmes. Check him out. And then there's the cover is Spoiler, and that's by the band Haystacks Balboa. It's a cover song. And then there's Come and Get Me, Come and Get Me Sucker, and that's David Koresh. We all know about David Koresh. And then the last one's Butcher Baker, about Robert Hansen, the Butcher Baker. So really cool songs. You got to check them out. I don't know. There's some of you like Kim. I know you would never be able to listen to this. I don't think. It's really, really heavy. On the back says Worship, Riff, or Die. Here's the cover. And here's the inside. Got pictures of all the different murderers here. And here's the band, the guys over here. Oh, man, I'm so enthralled with this record. If I had more time, it probably might even be higher than number 5. But that's Church of Misery, Born Under a Mad Sign. And the record's cool as hell too. It's a double record, like I said, and they're purple. The version I got is purple. They have different versions with different colors, different rarities, things like that. Mine is solid purple, really cool. Looks amazing on the turntable. Sounds amazing coming out of my speakers. Number 5, Church of Misery. Number 4. If you've watched my channel before, you know that I love this band and another doom metal band, Queens of the Stone Age. More stoner rock. People are calling them desert rock. Queens of the Stone Age. I love this album. Yeah, so In Times New Roman. It's a double record with 11 tracks on it. It was released on June 16th, and it was by Matador, and it's their 8th studio album. I already talked about this on another video, so you can check that out. But again, another one that I played and immediately I knew was going to be on my top 10 records of the year. Also, they're going to be at Welcome to Rockville 2. Yes, so I'm going to be able to see Queens of Stone Age next year as well. Oh, I can't wait. What are my favorite songs on here? They're really cool because what they did was that they do a lot of fun play on words and stuff with their titles. So Obscenery is awesome. It's the first song. Paper Machete is awesome. Negative Space. Carnivore, Jew. Man, put on Carnivore and close your eyes and tell me it's not David Bowie. It sounds like David Bowie. The music, the vocals, everything really cool. It's David Bowie-esque, I would say. What the Peephole Say is another favorite, and Emotion Sickness. Yeah, awesome record. Can't wait to see them. Here's the whole cover, and the inside was great. This artwork is fantastic. Check that out. Yeah, what a freaking good record. And check out the color of this one. Again, another double record. You don't need to see both of them. They're both the same color. This like dark forest green. That's awesome. I don't know, just looks fantastic on the turntable. Yeah, Queens of Stone Age. Number 4. Could have been higher, but I've got some better ones even. I know, right? Number 3. Guys, I'm not going to tell the whole story about this, but I heard about them and I said, no, this is all gimmick. And then I heard that they do like 5 albums a year kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh no. And Every record is a different genre and things like that. So, but I saw the cover of it online. I said, I got to get it. So I got it. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Yeah, so what's the title of this record? Are you ready? Sit down. It's going to take a while. So it's King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard. The title is Petro-Draconic Apocalypse, or Dawn of Eternal Night and Annihilation of Planet Earth and the Beginning of Merciless Damnation. That's the whole title of the record. It's a double album, and there's only 7 songs on it. They do everything themselves. They have their own recording studio. They have their own record company. They produce everything themselves. And yes, they have been known to put out 5 records in 1 year. This is actually the 24th studio album. They've already released an album after this, another one for this year. But it's their second heavy metal record. It's heavy metal, thrash, doom, progressive metal. It's all the different even genres. Not all the different. There's like 150 freaking different genres of metal, but a bunch of different even genres of metal in this metal record. It's all made with recycled materials. I'm going to show you what it all looks like, but I want to make sure I get everything down here. It was released July 7th by KGLW, King Gizzard Lizard Wizard. And like I said, their second metal genre album. My favorites are everything on here. There's only 7 songs, but if I had to be held to the fire, Motor Spirit is awesome. Witchcraft, Gila Monster. Oh my God. It's almost like the throat singing. It's amazing. And then Flamethrower are my favorites. Everything that they do is done on recycled materials. So it came in this cardboard folder, but check out this cover, guys. Woo! Look at that. It's a rock opera. There's a full story to it. That's why on the 4th side, so the last side of the second disc, has the story, has a person narrating the story. Really cool. It's called Dawn of Eternal Night is what the story's called. But yeah, check that out. Isn't that awesome? That's the cover. Here's the guys on the back. They even went and made their name look like black metal or something like that. Really cool. Great album. Raised edges. It's beautiful. The sound quality is amazing. Again, it's a double album. I just have it on black. Pretty cool. Yeah, King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard. And now I bought like 6 of their records. I'm totally hooked. You can look them up on YouTube and watch their live shows. They're amazing. It's kind of psychedelic, trippy, music, almost like, a Grateful Dead show, but more modern. I don't know. I didn't want to like them, and I'm obsessed now. I freaking love them. King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard, number 3. All right, let's go on to number 2. We're almost done, guys. Hold on. Look at this. Yeah, remember when I told you that, these older bands were putting out new material? This is the new one by PIL, Public Image Limited. And it's my number 2 record of the year. Fantastic. I've always been a PIL fan. All the way back. I have almost all of their records. And they're quirky, weird, punk. But this, I didn't know this was going to be this good. I can't stop playing it. Let me give you the numbers. So, End of World is the title. It's a double record, 13 tracks. Sorry guys, didn't write down the release date. But it was released this year by PIL Official. They have their own publishing company. And all right, so don't laugh at me. This was mastered at 45 RPMs. And I get it. It's awesome. I put it on the record, the player on my turntable, and I forgot to change it to 45 RPMs. And I started playing. I was like, holy crap, this is really different. This isn't the PIL I know. It was so slow and almost like a doom record, or doom metal record, right? And it sounded fantastic. And then I went, wait. Jesus Christ. RPMs and played it the proper way, and it still was, just as amazing. It is heavy. It's a bass driven record. The bass is fantastic in here. The guitar is simple. Johnny Lydon, fantastic. I mean, you know Johnny Lydon, right? So Johnny Lydon is still his irreverent, quirky, funny, cheeky, British cheeky self on this record. It's fantastic, guys. I didn't know it was going to be that good. I didn't know it was going to be my second favorite album of the whole year, but it is. I can't get enough of it. So what are my favorite songs on here? I would say the first song, Penge, Welcome to Penge. Being Stupid Again, hilarious, awesome. Down on the Clown, yeah. I just hearing the titles, right? Down on the Clown, and I love them all, but Hawaii is fantastic. Hawaii, it's closed with Hawaii, and Hawaii was a touching tribute to his wife, who recently passed away. So yeah, Johnny's kind of mellowed out a little bit with his age, but with the passing of the love of his life, his wife, recently, and that they were huge fans of Hawaii. They would spend a lot of time there together, and that song's very touching. Awesome closing to this awesome record. Really, I can understand if you're not a fan of PIL. They've done some strange crap, you know, in their day, but and of course Johnny Lydon has himself, but it's such a good album, guys. Really, just get it. There's the cover, but look at them here. I mean, that's them on stage. It's fantastic. I don't have any other words to say about it. How can I explain when it's PIL and you know what you're going to expect from PIL, and it is PIL, but it's like better. You can tell it's New Year's Eve. People are starting to send off fireworks already. Wow. Number 2. Let me show you the record, and I just got it in black. Again, it's a double record in black. Stream it. I mean, really, give it a chance. Try it. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at how good it really is. All right, we're finally down to the last one. And I'll be honest, I'm not going to talk a lot about this one because I've done a whole review of it. So I'm going to use it to promote my channel and say, hey, go check out my other video. But if you've watched my channel at all, then you know, yeah, it's the Smashing Pumpkins. It's autumn. What a record. Well, 4 records. So this is Autumn, and it's what it is. It says a rock opera in 3 acts, and that's what it is. There's 33 songs in total. There's 11 songs per act. It's just like, you know, going to an opera and seeing 3 acts, just 3-act play. It was released on May 5th by Martha's Music. It's their 12th studio album. And again, I'm not going to say a lot about it. There's 33 freaking songs on here. But I'm just a fanboy. I was lucky. I got to see them this year. I went and saw them Rival Sons opened for them. Awesome classic rock and roll band. And Interpol opened for them. And I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of Interpol, but I know there are a lot of you out there that are. I'm not. Then, of course, Smashing Pumpkins came on stage, and they were fantastic. James Iha, of course, is back playing guitar. Amazing. Their banter back and forth on stage was fantastic. James playing the straight man, of course, to Billy's crazy man. And Jimmy Chamberlin playing drums. Fantastic. Yeah, I've listened to this I don't know how many times. And I listened to it straight through. 33 songs. On the final side of the 4th album, they actually, it's kind of like the other one, the King Gizzards, they have a spoken word telling the story of the first act only. I wish there was more. I wish they had done the whole opera, the second and third act too. But this is what I'm going to talk about, though. I'm going to talk about, if you listen to podcasts, I'm a big fan of podcasts. I drive a lot. Go look up the podcast 33, spelled out 30-3, with William Patrick Corgan. And they go through each song, each episode. They play the next song. They explain the whole story of the rock opera as they're doing it in this podcast. But it's much more than that. He has guest musicians on. He also plays a classic old Smashing Pumpkins song. They discuss that. They discuss the writing process, the stories behind things that have happened throughout his life. But it's serious too. He's a very intellectual being. He talks about transcendentalism, religion, politics. Suicide is a big thing for him. There's a couple episodes where he talks about his very close and touching relationship with Lisa Marie Presley and what happened with her, and his relationship with the Presley family is really something that you should listen to. It's amazing. He talks about his being the owner of NWA, the wrestling thing. He talks about all kinds of things that you've got. It's a great, each episode's like an hour long though. But listen to it from beginning to end. You'll know everything about Smashing Pumpkins you ever wanted to know about, and everything about Autumn that you ever wanted to know about. I'm not going to pull everything out in here, but I'm going to show you the inside here. It's got a couple fold outs. Really cool. It's got some placards in here with some artwork that I was able to get because I did get a deluxe version, but I didn't get the hyper deluxe version. The hyper deluxe version had all the autographs, and it had some 7 inches with actually 4 additional songs. Isn't that crazy? He's already well into writing the next song album, and he says he's going to do something which his producers and everybody told him he couldn't do. He's going to go back and do like an 80s style from the old Smashing Pumpkins, guitar driven, shoegaze record. So I can't wait for that to come out. Please go check out my video of Autumn where I gave a little bit more information review of it. But that's it, guys. That's my top records of the year. They're just black. All 4 of them, just black. That's it. I know this is going to be a long video. I'm sorry, but I just really wanted to talk about the music that I really fell in love with this year, and maybe introduce some of you to music you're not familiar with, or maybe you'll give it a try. So, as always, if you found any entertaining value in my videos, please like, subscribe, and leave me tons of comments. I love the comments. All right, until next time, peace out. Oh, and Happy New Year's!